Hey, this is Judgment here with 3-Day Respawn, and I'm going to show you how to get 3 of the achievements. They are Stuntman, Quiet on the Set, and Shooting on Location in Call of the Dead. Now, the first one I'm going to show you is Stuntman, and I just got my VR11, and I'm going to head down here and get it pack-a-punched. Now, I'm going to speed this up because you don't need to see how to go here. But as you know, if you watch the lighthouse, whenever the orange beam, or whatever color that is, stops on someplace, that shows you where the pack-a-punch machine is, and it is here in the ship. So there it is. I've got the VR11 there, and I'm going to put it in there and get it pack-punched. And you need that for Stuntman. Now, besides Stuntman, the VR11 pack-punched, or the VR11 Lazarus, is helpful with George when it's pack-punched. I'm going to shoot him and bring him down here into this water. Alright, now when you get him in this water, this is where he originally spawns. If you shoot him with it, he'll actually go away. If you notice, he's got an orange cloud around him, and when you see that, you know he's going to go away. Alright, so I pack-punched that, and I'm just going to speed this up so you can see him. Oh, yep, there he goes. Alright, he's heading down the stairs. Alright, so here's my zombie. You want to shoot him, make him human, and then shoot him a couple more times. And he should explode. There you go. So there's the achievement, Stuntman, and it usually takes 2 or 3 shots to make him explode. So, alright, on to the next one though. Now for this one, this is Quiet on the Set, and this is the one where you actually send George away. You don't actually kill him, but he'll go away just like he does if you shoot him with that VR11 pack-a-punched. Alright, so I've got the scavenger, I want to pack-a-punch it, and now I've got the hyena. Now you want to do this in the area that we're at. And I'm using the scavenger just because it does the most damage that I've found, even better than a ray gun. And you can actually take George out with the ammo that's actually in the scavenger without using anything else in single player or in solo mode. Now in multiplayer mode, you'll need, we did it with a scavenger. We used all the ammo on a scavenger, and then we also used some ammo from 2 ray guns and about 6 regular guns. So it takes a lot more depending on the amount of people that you have. Alright, so what you want to do is shoot him while he's in the water over here, because that keeps him calm down and lets you keep shooting him. Now I make a big mistake, get a headshot there, but I make a big mistake in doing this, and you'll see it in a minute. But normally you can put 3 or 4 shots in him, and you don't have to keep moving like I'm doing. He's close to the land, so I'm kind of running back and forth to keep him in the water. But obviously the further out, the better. Now if you see behind him, there is a zombie in the water that actually killed with the blast from that. So that was the mistake I made, and I'm going to have to go through another round and come back. So be careful when you do that. Now when I'm playing solo, I like to go to the base of the lighthouse and run circles around and kill the zombie, kind of do the circle thing down there. And I'm going to speed this up so you can see it. I thought about just taking it out, you know, because I didn't want to waste your time, but I didn't want you guys to think I was cheating or anything like that. So I'm going to speed it up here, but this is a circle that I run, and you just want to be careful. And normally when you play, if you're playing solo, I get down here probably by round 4 or 5, and that's a really good strategy because zombies are moving slower. And if you're new to the circle running, you know, you kind of get a feel for it starting at the earlier levels. So try it out, you know, when you start your next game, you know, by round 4 or 5, when you get 4,000 points or so, open the boat, open the door down here, and then buy the AK-74 off the wall. And even right now, that's what gun I'm using to get through these rounds when I'm not doing the challenges and whatnot. Alright, so this one's hopefully winding down. In the meantime, can I tell you what a bonehead thing I did? I was playing multiplayer with 2 other friends, and we did the complete Easter egg, and I taped it all. And about, I'd say about 2/3 of the way through it, I looked down on my laptop, which was what I was taping with, and the battery went dead, so I missed the middle portion of it. Oh, and I was so bummed because I really wanted to put that multiplayer Easter egg up there, because there's some other people that have it, but it's all separated in different parts, and I wanted to do it just in one part. But so I'm kicking myself right now, and I really don't feel like going through that again to tape it again, but I maybe will. Alright, so it's at the end of the round. I have my crawlers, and I'm going to start pumping them full of these shots again. I love the sound this gun makes when it's pack-a-punched and it explodes. Hopefully you can hear that. I probably have that game volume turned down, but it's a pretty sweet sound. Now when you're doing this, it'll take you almost your full amount of ammo for it. But luckily at that one round, at the end of the round, I got a max ammo and filled it up. But you don't normally have to do that. You'll be able to do it with just the gun. Oh, and if you notice, take a look at him. He is actually, the light is turned orange and starting to flicker in and out. When you see that, you know that he's almost finished. But it'll still take a few more shots. You know, I wasn't sure how many it would take, so I was only putting like one in there. And there I'm going to put in 3. That's normally what I do, but I don't even think that finishes them off. Nope. Alright, so I'm going to run through the water, get him to calm down, and then I'll obviously shoot him again. Don't shoot him while he's chasing after you, because if he gets close and that goes off, you can put yourself down. Now luckily I do have Juggernaut, but when I was playing multiplayer, the guy with the scavenger actually didn't have Juggernaut, and he put himself down twice shooting him. Alright, and remember what I did the last round with this guy and made the mistake? I think I ended up doing the same thing. Alright, because there the round I just see, I'm like, oh crap, there's the round's over. But that did it. Alright, so I got quiet on the set, and you get a perk and you get the Thunder Waff. And the perk is nice because even if you have 4 perks, if you get another perk, you can get 5 or 6 or even 7, end up having 7 perks. So that's how you get more than 4 perks. But I only had 2 at the time. Now the Thunder Waff is a great gun for doing the circle thing, but it's kind of a pain because when you have this, like right now, I can't switch weapons, I can't switch to any other weapon, and I can't throw grenades or anything, so you just have this, and it has, I don't know, I'm thinking in the teens for the amount of shots. Alright, so you got to be careful when you have it, but it's nice because obviously you can take out a large group of them. So I got quite a few kills there. So you kind of have to be careful with it and use it right, you know, just because you can't use grenades or anything like that. Like, I'm not going to be able to get a crawler at the end of this round, but I think I end up using this for, 2 rounds or so or whatnot. And later on in this match, I do take George out again and get a 5th perk and take him out again and get a 6th perk, you know, and every time you do that, you get this weapon, so it's nice. Now, if you're wondering if you can pack-a-punch it, I'll leave that to the end, and I'll show you. I'll actually try doing that at the end, and I'll let you know if you can do that or not. Alright, I just wanted to show you what it was like using it for a round. And like I said, you know, you can't get a crawler now, but you don't really need one because you have all the ammo that you have and whatnot, so you can just keep going with this gun for a couple rounds. Alright, and there's the end of the round. Alright, so I use this gun and get through a few rounds. Now, when I finally get rid of it, I head to the box and I'm trying to get a ray gun, and it's not liking me. Oh, but there, I finally get it around 17, and now I can do the last one that is shooting on location that I want to show you. So I have the ray gun and the scavenger, or the hyena when it's upgraded, hyena infrared. That's a great name. Alright, so next round, it starts out in round 18, and what you want to do once you have the ray gun is get a bunch of crawlers. So I'm going to get them all chasing me, do the circle thing. And once you get a big group of them, then you just start shooting and blowing off their legs and getting a bunch of crawlers going. Alright, and there's George. And I kind of skipped some, and I'm speeding this up so you can see. Alright, so now I got a good-sized group of them. I'm going to start taking them out. And you don't want to shoot too much because you don't want to actually kill them. But there we go. Now I got a large group. But I want to get them all, so keep running around, and this gets a little hairy sometimes. You got to be careful where you're running because you don't want to get taken down by crawlers. But slowly now, and as you're doing this, you're going to have some that actually die and bleed out, you know, and some that you actually kill by shooting them, and so you have more runners come in here. So just be aware of that. There's one that's popping up. Alright, come on now. And of course you don't want to shoot them when they're by somebody else, because you don't want to take them out and then you have to do that. Something that I've since learned is, you know, you don't have to stay in this area with those last couple crawlers. You can actually get out of here and go somewhere else, so you don't worry about it. Alright, so there we go. I've got a bunch of crawlers, and you might still have some that spawn. Okay, though, but that's the easy part. Now, the hard part is you have all these crawlers, and some are going fast and some are going slow. So I get rid of the fast ones, and of course there's some more spawning in. But you want to get them all grouped together. You got to herd them. You got to treat them like zombie cattle or something like that. And I like to do that by going up here. Oop, I guess must have been going to check on them. All right, now I'm going to go up here. Maybe. Get up there. Come on. All right, so I'm up here. And I run around up here and kind of circle around and get as many that I can to follow me. So I'm just going to run through here and keep circling around. Oh, and there's another runner. Oh. Who doesn't seem to want to go down. Alright, so I killed him, so I'm going to have another runner when he spawns in there. Alright, I'm going to go check on these other ones and run back up here and just keep running around. I want to group them all together. Alright, so that's what you do. Group them all together up there. Once you get a good group, then you come down in this area. And this is where you start the game at. And I got George in the water and calmed him down here just so I wouldn't have to deal with him up there. And then I'm going to run back up there and continue that grouping process. Now I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Probably enough to do it, but I want to get the complete group together. So I'm running back up here because there's still ones that are so slow, they're still coming. Alright, so I'm going to head up here and do the circle thing and run around and try to group them all together. Alright, so I'm trying to pull the slaggers up ahead, back, and the ones below up to me. So I'm going to do that circle thing that I was telling you about up here. And just be careful, you know, make sure that when you're doing these you have Juggernog, you know, just in case they hit you once or twice or something like that. You know, you want to make sure that you don't go down. Alright, so just keep running around in a circle, and once you get a good group, then you can actually go do this. And I think I'm going to skip ahead and maybe I'm going to go around one more time. Alright, so I got a good group right there, as you saw. So now I'm going to head down here, like I said, to the place where you start the game at. And from right here on this bridge, I'm going to shoot into the cave. Now, you can't really see anything. Oh, there's all the crawlers. I probably get a shot right there and killed them with the blast effect. But I think the cave gets you a better opportunity, and you don't want to do this more than once. Alright, so there's George again. And there's a group of crawlers, so I'm just going to wait till they get into the cave. Something with the hyena, you can zoom in by hitting the B button. There you go, zoomed in. And you can zoom in again. Alright, so I know that I got a good group in the cave, so now I'm going to just check to make sure, yep, they're in there, and I'm going to shoot to the back of the cave here. Alright, so there's a shot, and I'm going to pull up the amount of kills I have. And there we go, you just need 10, and I think I got 11. And I've done this a couple times, and I get 11 every time, so it's kind of weird. But there's the last achievement that I wanted to show you. Now, as for whether or not you can pack-a-punch this gun when you get it, and if you notice, I got the 5 perks right there. Nope, you cannot pack-a-punch that thing, unfortunately. But that makes sense, because you can't do a death machine either. But hey, hope you like this, and hope it helps you out. And make sure you subscribe to my channel. Take care, and God bless.